I tried to do this video like 4 or 5 times, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because it's frustrating me. So I'm just gonna do it. What's up, everybody? Y'all haven't seen me do this type of video, but I'm gonna show y'all this machine, this headgear I just had on, and basically this is what I've been having to deal with. I had to deal with this machine a part of my life, maybe 7 years now, 8 years, and it's a lifesaver, but it's something I did not want to use anymore. So I think that was the reason for my life change as far as working out, as far as eating better, being more active. It was mainly because of this. So, and the reason why I'm doing it now, because it's the right time to do it. I can actually tell you all about it. I can tell you that I've successfully have not used this in 2 weeks, and that is, it may not be big to you, but that is tremendous to me, because at one time in my life I could not sleep without this machine. I had to sleep with this machine. I would, if y'all want to hear it, I'll let you guys hear my wife part of that, you know what I mean, because she the one had to deal with that when I had to go to sleep, and she had a lot of sleepless nights. So matter of fact, I'll probably do another part, but it probably won't be as long as this one. I'm going to try to keep it short, so let me get right into it. I'll show you guys the machine when I finish talking about the things I want to say, then you guys can see what this is about. So the reason why I made my change in my life, I started thinking about this more at the beginning of this year. So January 1st, 2018 was the year I actually started about thinking to do things differently. So I decided to do things differently. Being more active. Instead of sitting on this couch and playing video games or watching TV or binge watching, I decided to get active. I decided to get on a plane, and I'm scared of being on a plane, y'all. I'm just scared of being on a plane. So if you guys are familiar with us, my wife and me, we just got back from Vegas a couple of days ago. Well, we came back on Saturday evening. So we was gone for about 3 days. Just hung out in Vegas with family, and we just had a good time celebrating one of my cousin's birthday. We had a great time, and I got on the plane. So I feel as though I probably won't get on a plane again for a while. But I'm just trying to just do different things. Stay active, go outside, walk, ride my bike. If you guys follow me on Instagram or you follow me on Facebook, I'm on there constantly with my bike, or either walking or just trying to stay moving and trying to stay active, you know, because once the cold weather comes, who don't want to go outside? Except for me. I don't mind going outside in the winter time. I love the winter, but I wanted to do this video because I believe, and I'm not, before I say everything that I'm going to say about me, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru, I'm just one man just telling you my story. I'm 41 years old, and I've been using this machine, let's go with over 6 years. I've been using this machine over 6 years, and January 1st, 2018, I started thinking about doing a life change, exercise, eating better, and in January I did not do it. In February I did not do it. In March I did not do it. That's when everything changed, though. Everything changed because in March, that's when I was laid off. And then once I was laid off, I started thinking about it more and more and more. So I talked to my wife. I started contemplating about it to myself and talking to family, talking to friends, and I decided to just do it. So in April, I pretty much played around with it. In April, I did a 3-day water challenge, and I think January 1st, I can't remember what I did. I think I didn't eat meat for 30 days or something like that. I can't remember. But so I decided to dig deep and make the change, and I did. And for that change, I don't know if it's going to continue on working, because you know your body adapts eventually, but I can successfully tell you guys that are watching me right now that I haven't had to use this sleep pap machine in 2 weeks. And prior to that, it was a must. I had to use this thing. So what this thing does is it stopped. I just got a text. So what this thing does is help you breathe. So when you go to sleep at night, I had a sleep test done maybe 20 years ago, and I played around with it. I didn't want to get the sleep machine. I just thought it was just silly. I was like, whatever. And then I started doing more research on sleep apnea, and I was like, wow, okay, I can die from this. So I better get serious. And so when I first was diagnosed, I was 21. I was diagnosed at 21 years old, but when I first was diagnosed, I was 185 pounds. It didn't matter to me, and it wasn't a big deal. So I didn't do it. So I decided to do it now, 2018. So I have successfully not used this machine for 2 weeks. And I'm not saying this is going to work for you guys. I'm not saying it's going to work for a man. I'm not saying it's going to work for a woman. I'm not saying it's going to work for your children. I'm just letting you guys know what happened for me. And all these years, I was just eating tons of pork, tons of beef, tons of chicken. I love fried chicken. I love baked chicken. I love legs. I love chicken wings. I can tell you, I can run with the best of them when it comes to eating chicken. Steak, I'm cool with steak. I can eat that every now and then. Pork, pork chops, whatever. I dive in. I successfully have not eaten any meat since August 1st, and I think today is September 5th, so you guys can add that up. I haven't had no chicken, no pork, no beef, no cold cuts, no pepperoni, whatever you can think of. I have not consumed any meat since August 1st. And all you guys that are guessing or thinking, have I gained the weight back? No, I haven't. I am still 225, and yes, I have struggled with working out daily. I'm struggling with working out every single day. We do work out. Matter of fact, I'll post a video of us trying to do PIO. That's crazy. But I'm still pushing myself. I'm still at 225. I'm doing fantastic. I'm still eating my vegetables. I'm still eating my fruit. And I find nothing but vegetarian food. I find vegan food. As of right now, I eat pretty much everything vegan. I stopped eating eggs. I am not eating cheese, milk. I'm lactose intolerant, so eating ice cream and cheese, I'm trying to find other alternatives. So I got to stay away from that. And I notice when I go to sleep and when I wake up in the morning, I don't know if you guys pay attention to that. Some of you may or may not have it. I know 3-4 months ago, every single morning I wake up, I have so much mucus in my chest. So much mucus in here, in this area. Just so much. And as time went on, I feel it's less and less and less. I can breathe better. That has nothing to do with sinus, because I don't have sinus problems. And I feel lighter. I just don't fill my body up with a whole bunch of processed food anymore. My wife introduced me to Beyond Meat, so I've been eating that. That is vegetarian. It's all vegetables. For fruit, I eat a lot of berries. I eat blackberries, blueberries, strawberries. I just try to consume antioxidants. Not a lot, you know, everything's still in portions. I don't do that every single day. I do get my vegetables in every day, and I do different sorts of vegetables, and I can't stand asparagus. And I really can't. It's okay. Brussels sprouts, ugh, but I eat it. You know what I mean? 4, 5, whatever, handful. I'll just chug them down, take my time, and you know, and I've learned to eat slower. That is the key. Eat slower, chew more. Basically what I'm saying, chew more. So in my life, it's definitely changed me. I feel lighter. I'm not as tired as I once used to be from eating all the stuff I wanted to eat. I cut back on potatoes. I still eat mashed potatoes, but again, it's variety. You know what I mean? It's moderation. But meat in general, I may go back to eating pork, beef, chicken, cold cuts. I may go back to it. I'm not saying I'm going to never eat it, but as of right now, my goal is not to have any sort of pork, beef, chicken, cold cut, any of that. My goal is 3 months. That's my goal. I've completed 1 month. And this all started from the 10-day smoothie challenge, if you guys have been watching me. And the reason why I'm telling you guys is because this thing was a sore in my marriage. Because when my wife go to sleep and I go to sleep, it's kind of hard trying to face your wife. When you have this thing on and try to face her and this thing blows out air. Or you're trying to cuddle and go to sleep and this thing is poking her in her neck or her back. And then when you turn it on, I don't know if you guys hear this, if you immediately start breathing, all you have to do is put it on. It has to load up. And all it has to do, once it finishes going through a cycle, all you have to do is breathe into this. The machine will pick it up and it will actually start blowing air into your lungs. I don't know if it's going to do it yet, so give me a second because it has to load the process because I unplugged it. And I'm telling you, wearing this every day, if you people know what I'm talking about, this is a pain. And I'm not saying this is going to, sounds funny, I'm not saying this is going to work out for you guys. So the data is still loading. So I'm not saying this is going to work for you guys. I'm just saying just try to live a better life, you know. I'm trying to just put positivity into this camera because we all have my health is bad. Like, I'm still struggling with stuff. Thank God I don't take any medication. I won't say it's a bum knee, but as I gotten older and gaining all that weight, I'm only 5'5" and a quarter. But I'm only 5'5" and I was 240 pounds. So all that weight, it started to take a toll on my knee. It's not a bum knee yet, but it's definitely taking a toll on my knee. So you got to think about stuff like that as you get older. You young people, you guys don't care about that. You guys, whatever, you know what I mean? But for me, 5'5", 240 pounds, that's a big boy to be so short. So I just wanted to bring this to everybody's attention because I feel good. I am so excited that I don't have to use this sleep pack. So this sleep pack machine, I can show you guys now. So you put it on, and if you got it plugged into the outlet, there it is. That's what it does. I had to have this machine set 3 times. First time I got it, it was at an air. I forgot the air volume was, I think, 8. And then I went to my doctor and said it's too low. My snoring is overpowering it. So he was like, okay, let's try 12. And I did 12, and my snoring was overpowering it at 12. And then he put it at 14, and I got comfortable. And then my wife said, over time, at times I was still overpowering this machine. So it was horrible. I was waking up feeling tired. I was waking up feeling exhausted. I didn't want to do anything. Sleep is important to everybody. Everybody got to get sleep. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to address that to everybody, and my health was shot. You know what I mean? And I feel a lot better, and I got a lot more to go. You know, a month and some days is still not enough to change a body you've been ruining for the majority of your life. So putting vegetables in me every day, and fruit, and having a variety of different fruit, because I can't have the same fruit every day. I can't eat bananas every day. I can't. So I have to keep in mind that whatever vegetables or whatever fruit that I have, I can't have that every single day. So I have to mix it up. And that's what I do. There's been fruit that I've been trying that I never even heard of. So, and I try it. If I don't like it, I don't like it. But I still try the fruit. I still try to eat different vegetables like bok choy and stuff like that. That's a weird vegetable, but I eat it. So it's just other alternatives out there, and being that it's 2018, y'all, there's a lot of food out here for vegans. There's a lot of food out here for vegetarians. My wife, the only thing she eats, she eats bread. She eats, you know, she eats all that stuff. But she doesn't eat pork and she doesn't eat beef, but she definitely eats chicken breast. That's the only meat she prefers. And I stopped cold turkey. I didn't give myself no time. Right after my 10-day smoothie, I said no more meat. And I just stopped eating the chicken, beef, and pork. I just stopped cold. Right after my 10-day smoothie challenge, I just haven't had not even a little piece of it. I just haven't had it. Because I want to see if it's going to make a difference in my life. And I'm not saying it's going to make a difference in your life, but it's definitely made a big improvement in my life. And I feel it. Like, I don't feel heavy. I don't feel like I'm dragging. I feel like I can keep up with people. I feel 1 second. I feel like I can keep up. I feel like I'm not sluggish. When I consume so much chicken, after a while I feel so sluggish, and now I just feel like I'm getting a little bit of the youth back. And you just gotta pay attention to your body, y'all. And the reason why I brought this up is because I was feeling so bad, because there's been many nights that me and my wife couldn't cuddle because I had to wear this thing. Or it was many nights where, and this may not, you guys may not care, but I care. You know what I mean? It was many nights where I had to put this on and I had to use this. There's been many nights, many sleepless nights where my mother, or I'll be taking a nap on my mother's couch and I'm snoring, and then all of a sudden she hear me not breathing, she run over there and tap me. Or there's been many nights or many days I can go to my mom's house, take a quick nap, and then she could be in the kitchen somewhere and she'll hear me snoring, and all of a sudden I stop breathing. Just think about that, y'all. You just sleeping and you do not know you stop breathing. Think about that. There's been many days that I went to my mom's house and she had to tap me. A little short nap, whatever. I'm home 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Quick snooze. Wife have to tap me. Especially when I go to bed, it's worse. And not to mention, I didn't even tell you guys, when I had sleep apnea, I could not sleep on my back. I could not do it. As soon as I sleep on my back, fall asleep, instant. No breathing. It was only one way that was absolutely comfortable for me to sleep, and that was on my side. I could not sleep on my stomach because my stomach was too big. When I woke up the next morning, my back hurt.